Hello everyone, good morning. Thursday morning here. It's nice and early, so I don't know if we are going to have anybody live on this broadcast this morning, but my children are away this week camping, so I've had lots of extra time to come to the office early, stay late, get lots of extra things done. So I wanted to come on this morning. It's been on my mind. I wanted to first pop in and say hello and introduce myself. There's a number of new people that are popping into the page and liking our page and following along with all of the different services that we have at Whole Health. So I just thought I would pop in and introduce myself. So my name is Jen Arbuckle. I am the owner here at Whole Health. I'm a registered dental hygienist, a registered holistic nutritionist, and also an advocate of essential oils. So Whole Health really is a huge passion of mine, and that is sort of how the name also came about. So here at Whole Health, we have a number of wonderful practitioners. I'll just kind of go through them for you. So we have Mark Bennett, who is our audiologist. So Mark also works in Cobourg. So he'll be here, he's here in Brighton, once a week. So of course, all of us are by appointment only. So Mark is here for all of your hearing services and needs. Then we have Dr. Anthony Gillespie. So Dr. Gillespie also has his practice in Trenton. He is practicing at Brighton right now 1 day a week. And again, a lot of these practitioners are pretty flexible. So if you need something outside of the hours that they do have available, definitely reach out, contact them, because they might be able to work with your schedule and your needs. Okay, so Dr. Gillespie is here for all of your chiropractic needs. We have two registered massage therapists. So we have Rachel McDonald. She actually works with Dr. Gillespie in Trenton as well, out of his practice there, and she's here 2 days a week. And then we also have Carl Van Claveren. So Carl is here as well, working in Bowmanville as his second location, and here a few days a week as well. So I think Carl is also going to be transitioning to Whole Health a little bit more frequently over the year, so that'll be exciting. We have a registered reflexologist, Diane Linden. So Diane is here right now a few days a week as well. She also works out of Lolly Lodge in Trenton. So it's wonderful to have Diane here as part of our team. We have two fascial stretch therapists, which is a very, to me, new way of healing. So I've learned a lot about it by having both Bobby Kernigan and Buffy Ainsworth both practicing the fascial stretch therapy out of Whole Health. So that's an exciting new service that we have here. And then we also have an ADD, ADHD coach that is going to be coming in. Her name is Sue Potter. So she's got lots of experience in this kind of coaching and counseling and that sort of thing. Also coming up in September, starting September, we are introducing hot yoga and some other yoga services as well. So I'm really, really excited about that. Kim Riley, who owns Mindful Movements in Belleville, she is going to be the one sort of taking over the yoga and introducing that to Whole Health. So that's going to be up and coming as well. So stay tuned for all of these updates, and new things are always sort of happening and going on here. And we're just really excited to be here offering you all of these services. So something that's been on my mind, one of the main reasons I wanted to pop in, is I am starting to think about my daughter going to school for the first time. So she is headed off to kindergarten in September, which is coming very, very soon. And so I've been starting to think of all the different ways to help prepare her and us and keep everybody healthy. So I thought I would come on and share with you, because I'm sure lots of you are in the same situation, whether your child is going to school for the first time, going back maybe to university, or whatever that might be. So all of these little tips and tricks will be able to be applied to no matter what age the child or young adult is. So first and foremost, nutrition, of course, is a very, very big part of staying healthy and maintaining a very active, high, healthy immune system. So we want to make sure that we're eating, and especially feeding our kids, because we're really the ones that are responsible for providing them the good nutrients that they need, right? When they're little, They don't know better. So it's up to us as parents to make sure that we are providing them with the best nutrition that we can. So really important, first meal of the day, breakfast. Make sure you're not skipping that. Don't chintz out on that, especially for your little ones. It's a good routine to get them in, get their bodies full of the good nutrients that they need that is going to sustain them through the day. So breakfast, definitely number one. Lots of water. So my kids don't drink anything but water, literally nothing but water. So it's the best thing for you. We all need it, of course. We all don't drink enough of it, of course. But for kids especially, I would encourage you to really try to get away from sending them to school with the juice boxes and the really high sugar foods and products, because that is what is contributing to maybe the hyperactivity, the inability to get a great sleep, their focus and concentration. All of these things is really impacted by their diet, right? And the nutrition. So try to send them with water and less of the packaged foods. Try to, as a busy parent, maybe you want to try to plan ahead and make some lunches ahead of time if you can, or make some snacks. Try to do them, on a Saturday or Sunday, a day that you have a little bit more time. Maybe you could sort of pre-plan. Maybe that's when you do a little bit of your baking or your meal prep or that sort of thing, just to set you up for a good week ahead. The other thing I love to include in our kids' diet, and mine as well, is the doTERRA Terra Greens. So to be honest, I don't care for the flavor of this. I've had a number of people ask me, what is a good way to take this that you can kind of cut the taste a little bit? So what I do, I've added it to smoothies before. So this is a really good fruit and vegetable supplement. So it is not replacing, you can't just eat junk all day and then take this and think you're covered. This just helps to fill in the voids, okay? So if you're not maybe getting all of the nutrients you need through your nutrition or through your diet, then this is going to help just kind of fill in those voids and give you a little bit more, okay? Because there's lots of different greens in here. Like I said, fruits and vegetables, lots of really great stuff. So I have added this to smoothies. Like I said, I don't care for the taste of it. So to drink an entire smoothie tasting this is not my favorite thing to do. So what I do is I just take a scoop of it in just a small cup, add some water. I will add either 2 or 3 drops of lemon essential oil, or I've been really liking the lime essential oil. So I'll add that and I will just take a quick shot of it and it's done. I know I've got it in me. I didn't have to, drink it all morning kind of thing. It was just quick and easy and done. For my kids, I do use this as well. I don't use a full scoop for them. So I'll make one batch of a smoothie and split it between the 2 of them. I might put like half a scoop of this. And I just try to mask theirs with, again, I'll put wild orange essential oil or banana or whatever I'm kind of adding to their smoothie seems to help, and they don't actually mind. So we'll just keep doing that until they notice the difference. So that's a really good supplement to have on hand. I'm just looking back and forth to my notes, just if you're wondering why I'm looking down. The next important thing is to get good quality sleep, right? So again, especially for kids, if they're all strung up on sugars and processed foods and they're probably not getting quality sleep, the good sleep that they need, because they're just so active. They can't settle down. I know I get like that too. If I have sugar or caffeine late in the day, like my mind spins too and I don't get a good quality sleep. So to get a good quality sleep, again, focus on the good nutrition, and then also you can support the body again through essential oils. Some of my favorites for quality sleep are, and what did I do with, my Serenity. So this is probably my top favorite. It might be backwards for you there. Excuse me, but the Serenity is doTERRA's Restful Blend. So it is a beautiful blend. It smells really, really wonderful. I'll put a couple drops in the diffuser, put it in their room. I'll turn the diffuser on usually when they go in for their bath. So it's on for about a half an hour and then I turn it off. It doesn't need to run all night. Once the molecules have dispersed and excuse me, filled the air, they will linger for quite some time. So they're going to get the benefits without, it pumping into the room all night. So this is something I always put on in their bedroom. They really like that one. A few other combinations that I like for sleep. lavender, cedarwood, and wild orange. So all three of these, I just really love them. I'm really drawn to sort of the woody oils, so like the cedarwood and the arbor vitae and ones like that. So I really love this one. And then the wild orange is a wonderful one because it's a very adaptive oil, so it will help the body adapt to what it's needed. So if you're needing that the calming properties of it, or if you're really needing the uplifting properties from it, it's going to give you what your body's needing. So I love this one at night. And then lavender, of course. I'm not a huge lavender fan on its own, but when it's in a combination with these three, I absolutely love it. So those are sort of the three, or the couple nighttime blends that I really love. Another, of course, good nighttime practice, again with kids and even myself, is a bath. So having a bath, adding some Epsom salts, and even adding your essential oils to the bath water is just very, very soothing and sort of calming to the mind and the body as well. Tip when you're adding essential oils to a bathtub, if you just drop them right in the water, they're not going to emulsify, I guess, into the water, right? Because oil and water don't mix. So what you're gonna wanna do is take a scoop of your Epsom salts and then add the essential oil to the salts, and then put it into the bath, and it blends much better that way. So good sleep, then energy in the morning. So this can be tricky for some people. Some people aren't morning people, some people are. Energy in the morning, my excuse me, my go-to combination is the wild orange and peppermint. Again, wild orange, like I just said, it's very adaptive, so it helps your body. It's very energizing and uplifting in the morning. The wild orange, it's a citrus oil, so it's also very cleansing. So it's, you know, kind of cleansing and purifying the air as well, giving you that really nice sort of fresh, citrusy, awakening, happy aroma. So I really love the wild orange in combination with the peppermint. So the peppermint is very energizing and uplifting, and you just can't help but feel like super alert, I guess, when you use the peppermint. I actually like to take the peppermint just on from the little opening here and apply it to my temples, and it just seems to just help with focus and concentration and just give you that sort of awakening feeling that you might need in the morning. So that's a really great combo to diffuse. My other favorite for energy is the Mito 2 Max. So this is a supplement, of course, not for kids. It is a supplement. So, but this would be great for even, so of course, parents. I'll take one of these in the morning, maybe another one at lunch if needed. But it's a great energy and stamina complex. So it's not going to, you know, spike, you know, your energy, and then you're not going to fall off. It's very, very well balanced. It's very it's all natural, of course, too. So this is a really great supplement. Also great for maybe older students that might be in college or university that are needing, you know, they're up late studying, we'll say, and have, you know, cramming, whatever. This is going to be something that's really great for them. So it kind of keeps them away from like the caffeines, and same with adults, right? You don't want to always have to turn to the caffeine because it's, of course, a stimulant, and it plays with your blood sugar levels and everything else. So this is a really good supplement to have and to use for maintaining energy levels through the day. The Lifelong Vitality Pack. So this one I can't say enough great things about. This is not, of course, all of these things are not just back to school, but it's, like I said, it was just on my mind. So I wanted to share, but the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So this is a pack of 3 different supplements that has your omegas, your vitamins and minerals, and your antioxidants. So this is something that is a phenomenal whole food based supplement. It is incredible for energy, for sleep, for skin, for hair, for, you know, emotional health, like everything. It is so incredible. They do have the 30-day money back guarantee. So if you try this, you use the whole month and you don't like it, you can get your money back. I personally have not had anybody try it and not love it. So definitely worth trying, but it's really great. Along with, you know, the TerraZyme or the TerraGreen, sorry, it's not going to replace the need for good nutrition, but it helps fill in the voids, and it helps you, you know, get the levels of nutrients that you're needing on a daily basis. So this again is, you know, for young adults and above. There is the children's line as well. So you have the chewable vitamins and the omega supplement. So both of these great again for kids, along with the probiotics. Again, the probiotics available in the powdered form. So these are suitable for children, so they can just take it literally powder right in their mouth, or you can add it to their smoothie, to the water, whatever. It does have a really great taste. To be honest, it reminds me of like Fun Dip as a kid. So it's great. Most kids really love it. And then of course the supplement for adults or anyone that can swallow the pills. So they have the prebiotic and the probiotic fiber, which is allowing the probiotic to get right to the gut where it's needed. So the gut is also known as the second brain. So very, very important for not just adults, but kids too, to take a probiotic. So going to help from, keeping, their immune system strong, memory and concentration, digestion, skin health. So maybe you're suffering with like some eczema or things like that. Like you have to look at the whole picture, oftentimes from the inside out. So probiotics are definitely really, really important for all around health, okay? The fish oil in here is incredible. I actually add it to my smoothie as well. It doesn't have a fishy taste at all, so kids really, really love it. It does have the wild orange essential oil in it, which kind of cuts that fishy taste that you would expect from a fish oil. So it's excellent to add to the kids' smoothies. A great way to just get those nutrients in without them even knowing. And then the Terrazyme is something, again, I take every single day. I take 2 of these in the morning. Sometimes I'll take 3 a day. Really, really good whole food digestive enzyme that supports just optimal health. Super, super good. Helps promoting digestion of proteins, fats, carbohydrates. Really great for everybody, especially again because our food today isn't the greatest, so it's harder for people to digest the foods that we're eating all the time. So that's a really great supplement to have to use as well. Okay, so then we're getting into a couple of things that are going to be really important on a sort of a regular basis for kids, especially when you're getting, coming out of the summer season into the fall, into, back to school, exposure to different, seasonal threats and germs, and bacteria, and all that wonderful stuff. So On Guard is the protective blend. I don't have the oil right in front of me, but it's also in the oil as well. So I really love the pre-diluted roller bottle from doTERRA. So this one I will actually roll onto the bottoms of my kids' feet morning and night, especially when we're just kind of going back to a new routine. So going back to daycare, or starting school, back to school, roll it on their feet. It helps to boost their immune system, depending on the age of your child, of course. I choose the feet because they have the large pores. It absorbs into the body very quickly. You put their socks or their shoes on, and then you don't worry about them cross-contaminating into their eyes or anything like that. So it's an excellent one to help maintain, health. Super fantastic. I also will diffuse this, so I'll take the oil and diffuse it every day, when we come home from work and school or daycare. I'll put the diffuser on for about half an hour with the On Guard, and again, just breathing it in helps to boost the immune system. It's helping to kill any of the airborne bacteria and viruses or what have you that might be kind of lingering or traveling around in the room. So On Guard has an entire collection of different products. So they have a foaming hand soap, which my kids love. We go through that a lot because I think they overuse it. There is a laundry detergent, an all-purpose cleaner concentrate, which, there's a bottle you can get for, I think it's under $20, and it will make, about 14 different spray bottle applications. So it's so much cheaper than going and buying, so many different all-purpose cleaners from the store that are filled with so much junk, right? So the On Guard line is so incredible. They have these little tiny beadlets. So this is not the oil, this is a beadlets. These are so amazing. I love these. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's a little tiny gel veggie capsule beadlet. You just pop these in your mouth. So I will take these if I have a sore throat that's lingering, or if I feel like my immune system might be a little bit compromised, or maybe I'm out and about and someone like sneezed within my, like I'm right beside them and maybe they sneeze or something. Like I'll just take one of these just as a precautionary preventative measure, just again to help sort of prevent anything from happening to me. There's also these On Guard soft gels. These are really powerful. I absolutely love these. So these are like nature's cold effects. Okay, these are super, super incredible. They have the On Guard Protective Blend, which is, so there's wild orange, clove, black pepper, cinnamon, eucalyptus, oregano, rosemary, and melissa. So melissa essential oil is kind of the main like wow factor to this. It is so powerful. For a 5 milliliter bottle, I don't know if I have my melissa here. I do. So this 5 milliliter bottle of melissa is about $175. It is so, so powerful. It is so incredible for immune support. Or when you get something that pops up on your lip, I'm going to be very compliant here and not say exactly what I'm referring to, but if you can read between the lines, sometimes people will get those little annoying things that pop up on your lip, and they last about 7 to 10 days, and they can be painful and irritating. I will take a little bit of this. Again, you don't even need a drop. You just open it, rub your finger on the opening and dab it onto that area a couple times a day. And if you can catch that before it actually breaks through, I can almost guarantee that you're probably not gonna have that breakthrough. It's so powerful. I used to have to get a prescription when I would get those. And now I just use this. So anyways, this essential oil is in these soft gels. So if this one is maybe not in your budget, which it is not in most of our budgets for $175, a little trick is you can actually take the soft gel in here and just pop it open with a little pin, and then you can actually use it the same way. You won't be able to diffuse it because it is in a coconut oil base, but you could apply it to the bottoms of your feet or your kids' feet, or use it that way. So it's incredible. It's just another way to get the melissa oil without having to fork out $175. So then the Intune, that's another one of my favorite blends, especially for kids that have maybe focus or focus and concentration issues. This is a really great oil. Or adults, when you're trying to get something done and you're maybe multitasking and you're doing a million different things at the same time and really not accomplishing any one thing, this is your oil to go to, the Intune. So I will take this, roll it just on the back of my neck, put some on my fingers, apply it again to my temples. I even just love the smell of this. Sometimes I will just wear it just as a perfume because I really like the smell of it. So it's really great. Again, for kids, you could apply it to the back of their neck or down their spine, bottoms of the feet. Any of those areas are going to be really great for them. So this would be something that you could apply to them before they go off to school in the morning. So you know that they're going to be sort of, composed and paying attention and really focusing and doing what they're supposed to be doing at school. So that's another really great one. Okay, so then I've decided that for children going to school for the first time, like my daughter, I know she's really excited right now, but I don't know if she really gets what it's actually going to be like every single day. You're there all day, this is what you're doing. So I have a few different oils that I know are going to support her where she's going to need it. So maybe calming the child, or nerves, or just that jitty feeling, like just nervousness, right? Anxiousness, sort of the unknown. I know I am someone that's kind of prone to those feelings with different things. If I have something big coming up or an event, I often get that. You almost feel sick because you're just so, like, your nerves are just strung so high. So a few of the blends that I love to support those feelings, which I've just got all over my hands. Again, the Serenity. So again, being very adaptive to the body. It's not gonna knock your kid out and put them to sleep. But Serenity is very calming and soothing to the body. Balance. This is one of my all-time favorite oils. I have a number in that category, but this one I absolutely love. It's so grounding and calming and soothing to the body and the mind. I just love it. And then the Peace. This Peace blend is, I actually use this on my younger daughter all the time, or did at one point when she was a little bit fussy. Anyways, this blend is from the Emotional Aromatherapy line. So it's really, really powerful on sort of the emotions, right? So these 3 oils are going to be fantastic for just supporting sort of that nervousness and that feeling that a lot of either us or our children might be going through as we're getting ready to go back to school. So any of those, you can apply them. Again, back of the neck is a great spot because it's very close to the brain, right? So it's absorbing where you kind of want it to have that effect first. Again, bottoms of the feet, super great because your body is going to absorb it very quickly. Even the wrists are a good spot. It is something to be cautious about. There are still a number of places that are scent free, right? So even though essential oils are pure, so for example, peeling an orange, the bit of a residue that's on your fingers is no different than this essential oil. This is pure essential oil from the rind of an orange, right? So there's still that little bit of a disconnect between some of these places that don't allow scent. Fragrance is something different. It's a very, very toxic ingredient that is what a lot of people are sensitive to. But regardless, we have to respect the different rules, right? Yes, Aaron. So anyways, you have to be mindful of different areas like that. You might even want to check in with your school or the classrooms to see, if these things are allowed. If not, then I would definitely stick to applying to the bottoms of the feet where it's not going to be an issue for other people, right? If you put it on the bottoms of your feet and then pop on your kid's socks or something, no one is going to smell that, right? So just be mindful of that. Don't tell them I told you to. And then another one that I really love, again, is the Digest blend. So this one is really great. Again, I use it all the time. I'm just trying to find, I use it in the pre-diluted roller bottle. This one again, so with kids going back to school and nerves being kind of maybe a little bit high and depending on the nutrition that they're getting or sharing snacks with friends that they don't typically have or whatever, they might run into some digestive or tummy issues. So the Digestive blend is really incredible for soothing any of those digestive needs, upset tummy, anything like that. So with the roller bottle, you can actually just take this, apply it, rub it topically right on the stomach or the lower abdomen, and it will help with any of that upset. Or with the essential oil, you could actually add a drop of this to your tea or to your water or whatever and drink it, and it's really effective, really fast acting. So that's another one that I would definitely have on hand. Rosemary is another great one that I'm recommending. Because of its properties, because of the benefits it has to memory, concentration, focus, it's a really great blend for all of those things. So it's really great for keeping you alert, and then again, just students, keeping them focused and having a sharp memory, those things. It's an excellent oil for that. So maybe it would be something the teacher might diffuse in the classroom with a little bit of lemon, or diffuse it at home while your child is studying, that sort of thing. But it's an excellent oil for memory. And the last essential oil I wanted to mention was the tea tree. So also known as Melaleuca. Tea tree is like first aid for your skin. So I am expecting my daughter to come home a few times, if not more, with different bumps, bruises, cuts, falling off, swings or slides or whatever, right? So this is a really great one to have on hand. Again, the oil is, I always dilute when I'm putting it on the kids just because their skin is a little bit more sensitive than adults. So I'll dilute it in a little bit of just a liquid fractionated coconut oil and apply it to the skin where needed. For myself, I don't dilute this one. I can put it right on my skin, no problem. I have no issue with it. So just be cautious when you are using it on your little ones. And Aaron, yes, I wasn't going to use that word for compliance, but Aaron wrote the other great use for the tea tree. So as a preventative measure, we all know that goes, the little creepy crawlies going around the schools is really, it's kind of inevitable. It's going to happen. This is a great way to just kind of prevent that, stay on top of it. You could mix up in a spray bottle just with some water, even add a little bit of witch hazel and some tea tree, spray it on the hair before they go to school. It's often good to tie the hair back in a ponytail or in a braid if your kids have long hair, just to keep things, you know, tight and tiny and neat, whatever. So that's a great one to have on hand. It's also really great for supporting the immune system as well. So it's very antibacterial, antifungal, it's very cleansing. When I smell this one, it's very cleansing to me, very almost medicinal. So it's a super great one to have on hand as well. So all of these essential oils, 3 different ways you can use them aromatically, like I said, with the diffuser. That's a really great way because a number of people can benefit all at the same time. So again, diffusing the On Guard in the home, everyone is getting the immune boosting properties from that essential oil. Topically, applying the essential oils topically to the skin. I've gone over a few different areas where I love to apply them topically. Again, dilution. Some of the oils are safe to apply without dilution, but like I said with kids, I always like to dilute them just to err on the side of caution. Also, when you're diluting the oil, because the essential oil itself is has very volatile compounds to it, which means that it will evaporate really quite quickly. Like if I just left the lid off of this, the oil in this bottle would end up evaporating. So you want to make sure your lids are always tightly tightly closed. But then diluting them, when you're diluting them with a coconut oil, it's going to prevent the oil from actually evaporating off the skin. So it will stay on the surface of the skin and do its job for a much longer period of time. Okay, so that's why I like to dilute. And then internally is the third way you can use them. And again, that is personal preference. With internal use, I don't use essential oils internally with my kids so much, just because they're young. Like I said, I might add the wild orange to their smoothie, but that's about it. But for adults, it's totally a personal preference thing. And when you are using them internally, I always recommend, you have to do it or use them that way because you feel comfortable, not because somebody told you to, not because somebody else does. So you have to always, just be mindful of what you're doing, do your own research, be your own advocate, and use pure essential oils because it absolutely matters. If you use an essential oil internally and you don't know where it was sourced, you don't know if it's even pure, there's so many essential oils that are popping up out there, and they're all popping up because they see what doTERRA is doing. doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. We have the purest essential oils in the world. We provide you the information to prove that. So we're not just saying that, right? Go to thesource2u.com, look up the batch number of your oil, and you will find all the testing that was done on it, the purity of that oil. It's all there. There's no other essential oil company that does that. So just food for thought, okay? So when you're using them internally, use an oil that you trust, okay? And for me, that is doTERRA. So that kind of wraps up the things that I've been thinking about recently, just in terms of getting ready to go back to school, or back to work, or back into a routine, back to daycare, whatever that might be for you. I just wanted to share these tips with you. So if you have any questions or want to know more or want to come in and chat with me about anything specific, message me, let me know. I'm happy to help always. I don't charge anything if someone wants to come in and talk to me about oils or how they can benefit them, because I think there's something everyone needs to have. So I want to share that information with you. Anyways, you can message me here. You can email me. You can call my office. All of that information is on this page. And yeah, so if you want more info, I'm happy to help you. The other thing, our Whole Health page has reached over 1,000 people so far. Over 1,000 of you like our page. I'm so happy and so honored. Thank you so much for following and for being interested in what not just me, but everyone else has to offer. So thank you. And I'm actually going to do a little giveaway. So I'm going to put a little package together, we'll call it a back to school package. But of course, like you've learned, you don't have to be going back to school to benefit from all of these solutions I've just shared with you. So I'm going to put a sample of some of these different oils and products together in that package and do a giveaway for one lucky person. So comment below one way you plan to stay healthy this school year. So whether it's like a way that you plan to help your kids stay healthy, or you personally, comment one way below how you plan to stay healthy this coming season. Of course, like the Facebook page Whole Health. And why don't you tag a friend who you think would benefit from listening to this video. And then I will draw a winner next week one day. I will announce that when I go to draw it. Okay, so there you go. I hope you all enjoyed my little tips and tricks, and I hope you all have a really great day and you can get on with going to work now. Have a great day, everyone.